Are you interested in learning how to play online bingo? Well, this is exactly where you need to be. We're here to get you started on the right foot when it comes to choosing a bingo site with this quick guide designed to make your life a bit easier. Let's take a look at the factors to consider when determining where to deposit. As players, it's your responsibility to do your due diligence. Of course, there are a few things to look out for straight away. Make sure the prospective bingo site has a good reputation, including positive player feedback, offers terms and conditions you can accept, operates with a reputable gaming license, abides by KYC procedures, and features the games you want to play. We're going to show you exactly what we mean. Let's take a closer look at 5 starting points for choosing an online bingo site. Reviews and player feedback. One of the most valuable tools players have at their fingertips are non-biased reviews and feedback from fellow bingo enthusiasts. Do a quick Google search for sites that have done much of the legwork for you, such as latest bingo bonuses. While these informational sites are a helpful starting point, they aren't exactly a Bible, meaning we encourage you to do your own research. For example, LBP reviews highlight several factors, including availability in your location, plus the licensing authority, player feedback and ratings from 0 to 5, advantages and disadvantages, banking information, software providers, an extensive review, and more. Negative experiences may lead to a warning of a blacklisted status. These are noted by an icon identifying the sites you should avoid. We don't hastily place bingo sites on our warning list. Our decision is based on several issues such as poor customer service, non-payment and predatory terms and conditions. In the end, we won't leave you hanging though. We'll provide you with the recommendations of reputable alternatives. Terms and conditions. Every reputable bingo site features a link to the terms and conditions on their website. No, you're not exactly signing your life away, but it's the contract you agree to when you register. As tedious as it may seem, read the T&Cs as you may uncover hidden fees or other red flags. It's pretty standard for bingo sites to allow one account per household and charge a fee on dormant accounts after 180 days or so. Pay close attention to the banking section. This is where you'll find information regarding deposits and withdrawals, as well as associated fees. Specific bonus and promotional rules are often found in a separate document. If you're interested in the welcome offer, take note of the wagering requirements as well as other requirements for cashing out your winnings. For example, some red flags may include vague terms, long payment processing times, or wagering requirements more than one time on straight deposits. Here are a few examples to help you along the path to sniffing out predatory T&Cs. Withdrawal requests must be received by 11:59 p.m. EST Sunday in order to be reviewed and processed on Monday. Withdrawal requests received after the deadline will be processed the following week. As you can see, cash outs are only processed once per week. This leaves players at a disadvantage for 2 reasons. You're obviously waiting for too long to your money, and the delay gives you the opportunity to cancel the withdrawal. Excessive payment processing times are designed to encourage players to reverse their cash outs and potentially lose their entire balance in the bingo rooms or slots. In general, you should expect a payout approval within 24 to 48 hours. To be eligible for a withdrawal, a member must have made at least one deposit of $25 or more within the past 30 days before requesting a payout. Let's say you deposit some cash to leisurely play bingo. With penny bingo cards and other low-cost games, a single deposit could keep you going for a while. If you decide to withdraw your balance after 30 days, you're required to make another deposit first. This rule prevents you from taking your time and setting your own pace. It's designed to make things difficult. Withdrawal minimum and maximum amounts in a 31-day period. For bingo withdrawals, the usual minimum withdrawal amount is $100. The maximum withdrawal amount per week is $1,000 and the maximum withdrawal amount in a 31-day period is $4,000. For casino withdrawals, the minimum withdrawal amount is usually $100, the maximum withdrawal amount per week is $500 and maximum withdrawal amount in a 31-day period is $2,000. Always look up the withdrawal limitations. In this case, the monthly minimum is high and the maximum is low. Think in terms of winning the jackpot. It could take several months, if not more, to get paid. Combing through TNCs is no joke. It's imperative to do your research to prevent major disappointments later. Licensing. In regulated iGaming markets, a trustworthy bingo site will apply for a gaming license. You'll find the logo of one or more licenses, including links to its certificate, displayed directly on the bingo website. Each jurisdiction has its own set of rules that the licensee must abide by. Generally speaking, it keeps these guys in line and ensures your protection. The most commonly seen jurisdictions classified in the safe zone include Alderney Gaming Control Commission, Gibraltar Regulatory Authority, Malta Gaming Authority, United Kingdom Gambling Commission, as well as the authorities in Italy, Spain, Sweden and several states like New Jersey. On the flip side, there are some riskier jurisdictions like Costa Rica and Curacao. Brace yourselves while we explain. While there are sites that boast Costa Rica as a regulator, this is technically not the case. Costa Rica is not an official regulatory body, nor does it follow standard iGaming regulations. In fact, quite a few operators default this jurisdiction to cover up the reality that they are not licensed. Overall, this is a red flag and offers no resource for players should you encounter shady behavior. Curacao grants just about anyone an iGaming license at an attractive price. The application process is not among the most thorough and they don't crack down on licensees like they should. With that said, there are decent sites operating under this license. However, it's best to proceed with caution. Know your customer procedures. Players have expressed their concerns to us when an operator requests documents from them, especially when they haven't even made an initial deposit. Identity verification is an inevitable aspect of online gambling. Some operators require the completion of this step before you deposit. KYC is exactly that. The operator must verify who you are in terms of age, name and address. Standard requests may include an ID such as a driver's license or passport, and a selfie may be required in addition. A bill or bank statement as proof of address. Phone verification by a text code and proof of a transaction, which is not uncommon, but not unheard of. We recommend getting your documents submitted as quickly as possible to avoid delaying the cash-out process later. You're free to play and swiftly withdraw the winnings. It's also worth mentioning that sites geared towards cryptocurrency generally don't follow verification standards due to the anonymity of the Bitcoin and other virtual currencies. However, they do reserve the right to verify your identity and it's not uncommon. Here's a worthy tip. Keep records of all chat correspondence and emails, as they may come in handy, whether it's to prove you sent the requirement documentations or something else. Software. Finally, the most fun part of the investigation, the games. The most popular online bingo software these days comes from Dragonfish and Jumpman Gaming. Standard bingo variations include 75, 80, and 90 ball games, and after some experimentation, you're sure to develop a preference, so software will become important in selecting a bingo site. Bingo cards can often be found for as low as penny. The bingo rooms are action-packed with more than just bingo. You may find chat games as well, side games such as mini slots and scratch cards. These are added for more than convenience. The extras are designed to keep you gambling in between bingo games or even during them. The more you play, the more you spend and potentially lose. Outside the bingo rooms, the majority of game lobbies are filled with the hundreds of slot games provided by multiple providers. Browse through the selection, which includes titles such as Fluffy Favorites, Gonzo's Quest Megaways, Great Rhino Rainbow Riches, Starburst, to name a few. We encourage the use of outside resources, but the biggest responsibility falls on the player. Make sure the operator ticks all the right boxes and you're already winning. That's it for this part of How to Play Online Bingo tutorial. We hope you found it informative. Don't forget to follow us on our other channels, and as always, play responsibly.